YouTube, and welcome back to Amkebe. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe, turn on post notifications, and smash the like button. I do reactions, and in today's video I'm going to be reacting to a Netflix movie. Actually, I think it's the trailer, but I have seen the movie and it gave me a lot of 50 Shades of Grey vibe. 365 days, a 365 DNI. So it's a Polish movie, and spoilers coming up. The guy kidnapped her and gave her 365 days to fall in love with him. There are various opinions about it. I think this is just some sort of fantasy type. I would call it fantasy type erotica, because it's not everyone who likes this kind of stuff. It has a lot of why would someone kidnap you to fall in love with them? But you know, the most interesting thing is, before I got to the end of this movie, I was in love with Massimo. I think that's his name. And he calls her, the way he pronounces her name, Laura. So she's Laura. And he is a gang member from a Sicilian club. So I'm going to play the preview now, or the trailer now. So so she's with her friend. This is her previous boyfriend. This guy, what's his name? I don't remember his name, but he was her boyfriend, and he was not a nice boyfriend. He was a jerk to her, really, for most of it. And I think she had heart issues, so he didn't used to do anything with her. If she talks too much, she would say, "Oh,
so your heart is girl, you remember your heart issues." Yeah. Don't imagine that.
I ended up not liking him. I think the people who wrote the script. So I don't know anything about movies. I don't know about the cinematography, because I've watched some people's videos and I see how they say, "Oh, the cuts, the this, the that." I don't know about that stuff. I know about just movies, and I know it's maybe the script writer, they didn't write it so well, but I don't think that was what they were going for. I think they were just going for like a heated erotica type fantasy, like I said, erotic fantasy type movie. And for me, I think they achieved that, because I really did enjoy the movie. And then it's I think they were targeting 50 Shades of Grey fans, because I love 50 Shades. I've read the books and I've seen the movies. I think the books are better than the movies, no cap, but I loved it anyway. And then I'm a fan. There's nothing I can do about that. So I just feel like this movie, and apparently it was a book as well, so this movie is just trying to get those fans. So I'm just going to talk about what happened in the movie and how much I enjoyed it. So this part, it was her birthday, and okay, let me go back. Oh yeah, so this is Massimo and this is Laura. I don't know how clearly you could say that, but it's her birthday, and her boyfriend got her, he didn't even get her anything. He was just singing for her and being very dramatic. And then the waiter brings her best bottle of champagne, I think, and she was like, "Oh, you know my drink?" And he was like, "Nah, he wasn't the one who ordered it. It was some other guy who ordered it." So at the end of the day, I assumed it was Massimo that ordered it. And so here was the first time he met her. So there's a whole backstory to all of this, but okay, so here she's, and then in that part he was like, "Are you lost, baby girl?" Which was, it was sweet. But you know, the thing is, it's sort of creepy. The same thing with 50 Shades. It can be seen as creepy, but then if you are in the right tune, or if you have the right amount of money, it's not creepy, it's romantic. So he was like, "Are you lost, baby girl?" And she was like, "Oh, stranger, excuse me." So here, I don't really get what was happening here, because she was just wandering around Sicily. You came on vacation. Why are you wandering around? And then she was kidnapped. They kidnapped her. He's a gang member, like I said. So he sent his goons. That's what I'm going to call them, to kidnap her, which they did. And then he locked her up in his house, which was funny. Yeah, so also, no, let's go back. Oh, okay, let me show you this bit. So he has a picture of her. He has a full ass sculpture of her. So apparently in the beginning of this movie, they showed us a scene where I think his father got killed. His father was murdered, and so the bullets passed through his father and into him. So he was fainting, or he was getting kind of unconscious, and he could see her face, but he didn't know her, but he could see her face. So since then, apparently he has been looking for her, like, okay, where is this girl? that I saw her in a vision. That means she's meant for me. So where's this girl? Where's this girl? So apparently got someone to draw her, and has a picture of her. So he was like he's looking at her. So in his mind he owns her. You know this. I don't know how to explain that. I think a lot of controlling people are sort of like that. But so she's now shocked, looking at herself. I mean, where is this, and why do they have a picture of me hanging on their wall? I mean, excuse me. So here's behind her. Okay, now so here, this is one of his goons, and they are telling her, oh, you have to stay here. He just wants to take care of you, blah blah blah. And she's like, yo, how would you just
take care of me and lock me up here for 1 whole year? For 1 whole year? Are you funny?
When I started this movie, a lot of emotions were going on. I was upset at some point. I'm like, what is all of this? Why would you keep me here? If you want to woo me, there are better ways to woo a woman than really just locking her up. But like I said, it's a fantasy, because I'm sure if this happened in real life, she would call 911. And then he didn't even give her her phone or her laptop, nothing. Just kidnapped her and kept her. So like, they legit gave her a sedative. They gave her a sedative and then just locked her up in a room. That's like Beauty and the Beast, though. I don't know. Okay, so in this bit, okay, so he's rich and he's whatever. So okay, here is where he was telling her. Okay, no, so okay, so here they had lunch. I said lunch. They had dinner, yeah. And she was, at this point, she was sort of getting into because I think he took her shopping that day. And well, it was sweet. So she was sort of getting into the whole, you know, some people will say this would be Stockholm syndrome, that she was just, because she was being kidnapped, that's why anyway. So here he tells her that, oh, I'm going somewhere, I'm traveling, and you're going to come with me. And she's like, yo, no, I'm not coming anywhere with you. I'm not going anywhere with you. I've just agreed to be your prisoner. Because, okay, at this point, well, this is after the shopping and after the dinner, she had agreed to stay with him for 1 year. So he gave her a phone, and she called her mom and her family. I was like, oh, well, her mother, like, oh, I got a new job and I'm going to be away for a whole year, yada, 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 yada. So this part, they were dragging her into... They're dragging her into the jet. I mean, is that not ridiculous enough that she just wants to go? You have to carry her. I would have been embarrassed. I mean, as a gang leader, like, he is the leader of the gang, right? As the mob boss, quote unquote, I would be slightly embarrassed that I have to carry someone. Like, do you know how many girls were on his case? Like, you would have to legit carry her and throw her into a private jet. I mean, there's so many women that would happily just stroll into the private jet with you. Okay. So here's where she was coming out. Okay, here they had a lot of teasing and sex scenes and whatnot. Okay, this was the shopping part. Where is it? Okay. She went ham on his credit cards. She bought every single thing. Like, I'm sure she would be like, well, she wasn't even rich. She's a business executive, and he's a gang. I mean, they do drugs and who knows what else that they do. So she just went shopping and she bought every single thing. I'm sure she had the whole, I want this LV, I want this. She bought any and everything that she wanted to buy. After all, you're a mafia boss, right? So, wow. Go back. I want to get this scene. So here, she came into his bedroom. I think this is where they had traveled. And she came into his bedroom to tease him. Why? I have no idea. And he was... he wasn't having it. He legitimately was not having it, and he chained her to the bed. But he didn't touch her. He said he's not going to touch her until she wants him to touch her, right? Yeah. So he didn't do anything. He just chained her to the bed and teased her a lot more than she teased him. And then he let her go. Okay, here he wanted her to try on lingerie or something. I don't know. I don't remember. This was before she agreed to stay with him. At this point, they were together. Yes, at this point, they were together. And so, yeah. So they went for a ball. He took her out for a ball. And, oh well. They were dancing and happy. Yeah, here she was just looking for trouble. So this is the first time he saw her at the airport when she came into Sicily, because he's a Sicilian mobster, like I said. And okay, so this is where they were finally having. Oh, so I think the trailer is almost done. There are a lot of forward and backward cuts in this trailer. I don't know if this. I searched, and this was the trailer that I could find. There were a lot of forward and backward and forward and backward and forward and backward cuts in this trailer. 365 DNI. So to summarize, she ended up okay, so they went for the ball, and at this point they were already together, so they went to the ball together. And his ex-girlfriend, so apparently the day he saw her at the airport, he dumped his girlfriend that day, because the girl knew that there was this other mysterious girl that he was always talking about, because the big picture in his house. So he dumped his girlfriend, like, oh, I found the girl I found a girl for me. So he dumped his actual girlfriend, and that one was in another, like, her family was, they were mobsters too, like they were in a separate gang. So he was supposed to get married to her, so that, you know, mob gang, like royalty. I don't know about mobs, but he was meant to get married to her. So when he found this girl, he just dumped her and didn't really even care about the repercussions. His people were trying to tell him, oh no, you should marry her. I think her name was Anna. Yeah, you should marry Anna. You should marry Anna. And he was like, nah, I don't care. So he was with this other girl. So during the ball, during the party, the maxed party that she went for, Anna came and she threatened Laura. Laura was upset. I think they went home. After a while, there was some stuff that happened. I don't remember what exactly happened. Then he had to send her back to Poland, where she was from. So he sent her away so that he would handle what was going on, because there were a lot of controversies. I think he shot someone. I don't remember. He did something sharp, but it was because of her. So he had to send her away, and then he did. And then what happened next? Yeah. So I was like a few months since she went. She cut off her hair. She was now complete babe, because she used to live with her previous boyfriend, so I think he got her an apartment and stuff. So she was there, and then one day he just showed up in her house, and she was like, oh, where have you been? Why did you leave me? Why did you send me away? And then they were together again, and she was, oh, I don't need 365 days. I love you, Massimo. I love you. And he was like, what, already? So he asked her to marry. Okay, no. You see, he is so controlling. They finished whatever they were doing, and then she slept, and she woke up, and there was a ring on her finger, and he said, will you marry me? And she was like, and you already put the ring on my finger. I mean, I just said I loved you, bro. Time out. Is it time to get married already? I just said I love you, like 12 hours ago. I cannot just wake up to a ring on my finger. But you know, she said, yeah, no, she would marry him. And she went, I think they went back to Sicily, and they started trying to plan the wedding, and she was like, oh, he says, oh, her family can't come. But yeah. Because he's a mobster. which I found interesting. And I think at the end of the day, I think the movie ended in, I don't know, it was sort of, okay, so she said she needed her best friend there, and so they flew her best friend in, because she already told her best friend that he was a mobster and everything. So they flew her best friend in, and then how did the movie end? Very dramatically. The one of his, I think it was like his uncle or something, but one of the mob people, they what did they do? Okay, they got a call that they were going to try and kill Laura, and they went into the tunnel, and that was the end. There were cop cars outside, and that was how the movie ended. It was so anticlimactic. I went online and I googled and I really didn't find anything, but I know that there is the book has a series, so there is a part 2 to the book. So it's very possible that she isn't dead, and then there is more to it than that just missed the eye. So the mob went and told Massimo that, oh, like, because Massimo was talking to Laura on the phone, and the phone just went off, and so he told Massimo, and he was so sad and he was crying, which was cute. Overall, the movie was more soft porn-ish. I found it interesting because he's cute and he's well built, I think. So yeah, my review. I wouldn't give it a score. Like I said, I'm not a movie professional. I don't know about cuts and scripts and camera kini. What I know is that I enjoyed the movie, and it's very 50 Shades of Grey. But a different 50 Shades, he was softer, I feel, overall, because he didn't force her. He just coerced her. He just insisted and he coerced her to do it. And I feel that's just easier to handle. I mean, it's easier not to be forceful. Well, although in one part of the movie, he was like, oh, I want you to teach me how to be soft, because he's a gangster. He's so used to it being so hard. So I want you to teach me how to be soft, which was kind of cute. It was cute. It was cute. So overall, I enjoyed the movie. It was cute. It was interesting. I don't think the trailer did so much justice because I don't know, there was so much forward and backwards. But I think that's what trailers are all about, to make you interested and stuff. But it is an interesting movie if you like 50 Shades of Grey. So I hope you enjoyed this honest, spoiler full, because there are a lot of spoilers. I mean, if you haven't seen the movie, it's too late to say that. But if you haven't seen the movie, click out. I hope you enjoy this spoiler full review. I will see you in my next video. And if you've watched it, drop a comment. Tell me what you think or you thought about the movie. Peace.